Okay, I want to present the contents of a book. The book was presented as fiction, but loosely based upon millions of lives of people that were living at the time of within the time frame of the book that it was written. But it starts out in the late 1940s. Now, this guy was a pilot of a transport aircraft, cargo aircraft that was transporting like food and supplies and stuff into Germany right after the time of the Second World War, back late 40s. And anyway, he falls in love with this lady. And just for a sec, let's call her Mary. I got to give her a name. I don't remember the name of the lady in the book, but anyway, let's call her Greta, because Greta is a more German-sounding name. But anyway, let's call her Greta. Okay, Greta and this guy fall in love. They got to get married. He's going to take the United States to have a family. Now, this is a different time. It's still a great deal of animosity on both sides. But his family hated the idea. Her family hated the idea, but they've got to do it anyway. But he ends up getting in a bad, in a bad crash. And he's still alive, but he gets hurt, gets crippled up pretty good. So he tells her, he said, look, I can't be a good husband to you. Let's just call off the wedding. So they both agree. But she doesn't tell him that she's pregnant. But, he goes on and lives his life. And the lady, Greta, goes ahead and gets married and has more kids. Now the daughter, she knows her father is an American, but really doesn't know a lot about him. But she grows up, has a family of her own. Now this goes through the, John F. Kennedy's Ich bin ein. This is covered in the book. Ich bin ein Berliner speech, and then Reagan's. He stands at the Berlin Wall. This is back in the early 80s. He goes, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. And anyway, at the time of the fall of the Berlin Wall, they go through unification. And this girl, both his family grows up in East Germany, and the book kind of describes their lives and and the troubles the problems they have living in a country that just won't let anybody go. But anyway. At the time of reunification, this girl, she knows her grandfather was an American, and she said, "I think this guy's still alive." They were doing a lot of school projects, around the time of their history and stuff. But this girl says, "Hey, be real nice, for me to do a school project, around the story of my grandfather." So. She's able to track him down. I don't know, through military records or something. But anyway, she found out he's still living in the Pacific Northwest, and she calls him in the middle of the night. First, this guy thinks it's a scam. This young girl, this guy still speaks very decent German, but this girl has some broken English, and they're communicating in both languages. First, this guy thinks it's some type of scam, but she's able to, she's asking him. She said, "Did you know a lady named Greta back in the late 40s?" He goes, "Yeah." "Did you know you had a daughter?" And anyway, this guy is presented with a family that he had no idea he had, and. About that time, I put the book down. I got into YouTube. This has been 5 or 6 years ago. I got into, watching YouTube videos, and then later become a content creator. But like I said, sometime I'm going to find this book and finish it just to see how it ends. But one thing's been bugging me a little bit, because I didn't finish it. I kind of wish I had. But I've done it with quite a few books. I'll buy them, and I'll give them a Goodwill, for cheap, and then read a few pages and not like them, or like in this case, I got 2/3 of the way through the book, and for some reason, I just put it down and never finished it. But so I'm going to find it and finish it sometime, if it's still here. I may not have it anymore, but I think I still do. But anyway, that was such a fascinating story. Okay, bye-bye.